But yeah, what I was saying was welcome back to the stream, guys. We are back today. We are playing Satisfactory, and we are going to be trying to get oil. Now, in a previous playthrough, I did find oil, so I do obviously know where some nodes are. But we haven't unlocked anything for it in this world. And we're going to try and do that today and set up a basic starter factory for oil, plastic, and, well, not oil, but plastic, rubber, and I think smokeless powder. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. We do have a question of the day that is pinned in all chats, which is, what is your favourite season? Since we are now well into autumn, yeah, I want to know what your favourite season is. But, yeah, I am actually getting quite hot already. So we're going to head to this scene, and then I'm going to toggle my camera off for a moment, and just take my jumper off. There we go. Okay. Does my hair look okay? Oh, what a scuffed start to the stream. Your favourite season is autumn because of the colours and the crunchy leaves. Yes, that is a very good answer. I think the first thing we're going to do in Satisfactory is have a look at our doggos. And Blackcurrant has computers for us. Good doggo. And Raspberry has some stators. Cool. So we should be able to... Oh, yes, we're making stators, aren't we? We'll just put some stators in here, which is our motor maker. And we can put the computers in there. What is my favourite season? Just realised we don't actually have sound coming through. There we go. You should have sound now. I'll just move my mic a little bit. Okay, yeah, what is my favourite season? Now, it's a tricky one for me, because I like a lot of different seasons for different reasons. I like the autumnal feel, in the evenings, kind of around bonfire night and things, so, but I also like that kind of crisp winter air when there's snow on the ground and yeah, you've got blue skies. All of that I really, really like. I like summer. It's nice and warm, but then this summer I had a lot of hay fever, so... And then spring is kind of a season where it's like everything is a new beginning. I think if I had to pick a season, I'd go winter, just because yeah, those kind of, that feeling of when you've got some hot chocolate and you're inside where it's all snowy outside and you don't have to go outside, you don't have to worry about it, you can just snuggle under a blanket and watch a Christmas movie. Yeah, I think that's got to be my favourite, but autumn has got to be a close second. Right, what are we doing today? We have got to unlock oil processing, which, as you can see, I've got on the screen up in my top right. We've already done a load of this before, so all we need is 50 motors. And if this has been running, yes, we should have 50 motors right there. So, let's unlock this and have a listen to what Ada has to say.
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
Oh, thank you, Ada. Ada is my advocate. Quality looks a bit fuzzy, just so I know. Is that a bitrate issue? There's no frames drop due to encoding lag. If I'm still, does that look okay? Let's have a look at how it looks on my phone. It is a little bit fuzzy, but it looks okay. It's yeah, it's a tiny bit fuzzy, but that's it. Yeah, make sure it is set to 1080p in the settings toggle up in the top this corner, I think it is. Or if you're watching on a computer down here, I guess wherever you find the settings, make sure it's set to 1080p. Right, so we've just unlocked that oil, which has allowed us to get all of these different things here. New shop products. What have we got in the shop? You had it set to 480. There we go. That will be why. Now that it's set to 1080, does that look better? I think we've just unlocked the kind of pipeline stuff here. Okay, so that is the first thing done. Now, the next thing that I want to do today is head up here to our sulfur node. And if I'm not mistaken, then this sulfur node over here currently just has portable miners on it. And we want to try and hook that up to a regular miner and then into a dimensional depot so that we can use sulfur wherever and we don't have to constantly keep going over here. So we're going to have to get power here, aren't we? So that's going to be our first task. So where's our nearest power line? It's going to be somewhere over here, would be my guess. Yeah, we'll just take it off this one. And we'll go as long as we can. Have we got the other power lines? If we're building new power lines, yeah, we should probably build power towers. So let's do that, and then let's add this to 6, 7, and 8. We probably want the one with the platform, which I think is, yes, this one. God, these are so big. We can connect that into there. And then we can, yeah, I placed that wrong, didn't I? It's hard to see it. I think what we're going to want is we want it to be a bit like that. Wow, they're so big. It is floating a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, and then we can put one of these over there, and we have our zip line. Still building as we're zip lining towards it. That's not terrifying in the slightest. Okay. And then we can put one of these down there, rather than trying to do a weird zigzaggy thing down the side. And we zip all the way down here. There's probably going to be some kind of monster somewhere. So let's keep an eye out for that. Yep, there are spiders. Oh, we really don't want to shoot the penguin dinosaur. You're right in the way, penguin dinosaur. I don't want to hurt you. If you could just move. Why don't you scare the spiders? Yeah, step on the spider. I think the penguin dinosaur's like, what do I do with these spiders? I'm just going to walk away right now. And honestly, valid. We can probably shoot that one. Definitely shoot that one. Are we getting it? It's hard to tell. Haha. No, don't walk back over the spiders. I don't want to hurt you, the penguin dinosaur. To test my aim here. Yeah, I got that one. Really testing my aim. No, don't. Oh, stop walking over the spiders, please. I don't want to hurt you. Right, have we got all of them? No. I think we've got 2 of them. Haha, that's 3. And that's 4. And I'm just going to check something. Let's go just down here. Just a moment, guys. Just need to change something. I've been having some issues with my replay. So that just needs to do that, and then delete that, and save that. Okay. And then if I open a new window here, just to check that that did something, run a test. Yes, okay. Right, I think we've got all of the spiders. So now we can probably just put a little power line there and connect that up. I'm on the lookout for any more spiders. Right. Yes, so we did have this, but we want to have this automated. Am I hearing spiders? Oh, I'm so on edge. Right, so we want a very simple setup here. We want to have a miner. Now this isn't going to be our final sulfur node, so I'm honestly not too fussed about how it looks. Let's connect it. How many could this mine? This can do 120 per minute. That's fine. Let's put some more foundations and have a storage container somewhere about there. And then we can put a dimensional depot on top with a... Oh, we need SAM fluctuators. Okay. Crafting bench and SAM fluctuators. How many did we need? Organization, we needed 10. Okay, does that mean we... Are we not making reanimated SAM? Have we not even got SAM? Oh, that's annoying. Let's get this starting to be working at least. Okay. I thought we had a constant supply of SAM. Ooh, that I missed there. Right, so did we not explore SAM? And then go into our cave? I'm pretty sure we set up a system in the cave. I honestly can't remember. Also, it's so nice to zipline like this without having to worry about where it ends. Definitely makes it a lot more industrial, doesn't it? Just adding these big power things. There's is that quartz or SAM? I can't tell. Right, so if we then head over in this direction. Okay, and that's an alarm to remind me to post a short. So just give me a moment, guys. I should have it all ready to go. I'm putting out 2 shorts today. One went live at 8:30 this morning, and one is going live right now. So they're both Minecraft shorts, so we'll just have those posting while we make our way over here. So we can go down here, but do we not have any power running into the cave, I wonder? I don't know. Right. I was pretty sure we had power going into the cave and we'd set this up. But I could be mistaken. That should now be posted. Yep, and then I'll just post the TikTok as well. Oh, we've gained another follower on TikTok, so we're very close to being able to go live on TikTok. So if you want to help me out with that, head on over to my TikTok. Link is in the description, or if you're on the Twitch chat, do !socials, and yeah, give me a follow, and then I'll be able to go live on TikTok as well, which is very exciting. So that TikTok's posting now. There we go. Right, so yeah, we didn't we haven't set this up. I must be thinking of another world. So that wasn't in our plan today, but we do want to get sulfur dimensional depot. So now I know there's spiders in here. So what we're going to do is we are going to, and that's posted. Well, multitasking like you've never seen before. Okay, so we are going to build a platform there. I don't think we'll be able to get all of this don't think we'll be able to use these very far because we're going into a cave. But we will go right up to the cave entrance and then connect these together. I'm just scared of the spiders, really. Right. Where are the spiders? I know there's loads of spiders around here somewhere. You're gonna make me go down there, aren't you? So let's connect that up to there. I don't see the spiders. Maybe that's a good sign? There's almost certainly going to be spiders in the cave, though. Oh, I don't like the spiders. I really don't like the spiders. Oh, just got a shiver down my spine. Gonna be somewhere. Right. There they are. There's one at least. Okay. I'm a good shot. I got that. How many more are there? And there's another one behind it. Oh, that wasn't as good shot. That was okay. Any more? Yep, there's another behind it. Bit higher. Okay, and we're going to take this moment to restock and craft a load more iron rebar. Okay, something's getting us. Go away. Oh, you just disappeared. You just disappeared. Okay, right. Where are you going? It's in the equipment workshop. Oh god. Whew. Right. There was a spider in the equipment workshop. That's not good. Oh. Let's craft a load more of these and let's try and do it from long range. Oh. Okay. Where are they? There's gonna be more. Hopefully by the end of today we can have explosive rebar, so it makes this rebar gun a lot better. Right, how far can we go? There. Spiders. Where are you, spiders? Okay. Just keeping an eye out. And gotta be more somewhere. Okay. So far, so good. There'll be some more here, I reckon. And... right. Keep the gun out. There's our SAM. Oh, so we were just using portable miners. Any spiders? Okay. So this is quartz, isn't it? We might as well make some quartz stuff as well and have that going into dimensional depot. Where can I put you? You can go there. There's gonna be some spiders around here. The spiders are so creepy. And I know there's the option to turn them off. But then they just look like cats, and it looks a bit stupid in my opinion. Right. Here's the SAM node. Not seeing any spiders, which is either a very good sign or a very bad sign. Not seeing anything. Okay. I think we're safe. Famous last words. There's 2 quartz things there. It might be better to... oh, I wasn't planning on doing anything with quartz. But I guess if we have 1 make silica, 1 make whatever, quartz crystals, then let's pick all of this up. Hi to Alfie in the YouTube chat. Hope you are having a great day. Right. We've got power coming to here. What game is this? This is Satisfactory. It is a... oh, there's spiders. 1 second. Oh my god, oh my god. They literally just came out of nowhere. They literally just came out of the floor. What the heck? I will get back to you in a moment. This is a game called Satisfactory. It is a factory building game that is in survival and has scary things like spiders. Right, okay, there's just one. I can deal with you. They just came out of the floor. What the heck? Yeah. So this is Satisfactory. It is a survival factory game where you are put on an alien planet and you have to... am I hearing spiders? Ah! Jesus! I think I knocked my whole desk there. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, this is a factory building game, but it's got some survival elements to it. So you are put on an alien planet and you have to extract resources from the planet and use conveyor belts, make factories, and then you make more products, and you submit those products to a space elevator, yeah. Sorry, not the best explanation. I was a bit shocked by that. That hairline is mad. Thank you. I do have my hair tied up. I do have long hair. There's another spider somewhere. Yeah, so I do have quite long hair, hence why it's tied up. Right, where are the spiders? Please do listen to the mods in chat. Mods are there to keep this space a safe space. If you don't listen to them, you will be banned. Right, there's a spider there. Okay, got that one. How many more is there? There's something that's seen me. It's you. Nope, I don't want that. Oh, there's two of you. Okay. Whew. Right, any more? Any more of you idiots? Okay, I've got my torch out. Any more for any more? Anyone else want to take a bite of me? Yes, there's more. Not dealing with you. Oh, that's not going to go well. Haha, did that get you? How did that not get you? Way. Yeah. Did this... Are you dead? I saw you go over here. That looks like you're dead. Oh, there's more. Okay, there's one over there. Where did you go? Yeah, you are. Haha. Right, okay. Right. Are we safe? Does anything else want to attack me? Good. Right. Let's get some infrastructure down here. Let's have a Mark II miner there, and a Mark II miner maybe just like that, and power. Right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to put a constructor down, and all of this is going to be temporary, so have a constructor there, and a constructor there, This one is going to make quartz crystals. And that's going to cut from there. And this one over here is going to make silica. Now I'm not fussed by rates at all at this point, so I just want to get these up and running. Let's just get rid of that one, and then that can power that, and this one can go into here, and then we can put a storage container, and can we line this up? Oh, I had it there. There we go, storage container, and let's get a conveyor belt. Right, so now that we've got a load of SAM in our inventory, we can put down a crafting bench and make a load of reanimated SAM. Hopefully this goes quite quickly. Should probably have done the SAM one first and got that starting to make stuff. Okay, this is good. Getting through the SAM that's in our inventory at least. Just a load of crafting. I think that will be good enough for now. We can make some SAM fluctuators. And this one takes a while, so I'm just going to hydrate. Remember to hydrate, chat. If we get 30, that should be enough for now. Okay, and then we can put dimensional depots on top of each of these. Like that, and then have a lift go in, and now we should see that quartz crystals is going up and that silica is also going up, and then we just have to do a similar thing over here for the SAM. So let's middle click that, get a miner. I am putting Mark IIs down just because we have all the resources automatically being made now. Don't know if we have all of them automatically going into a dimensional depot, but that's okay. And then can we get the crafter? No. Go on, crafter. Constructor, that's what it's called. And okay, that connects from there into there. Have we got the power line here? We can just pull straight off that one, and then that one into there, and then this is just going to make reanimated SAM, and then we're going to put that into a storage container, and then another dimensional depot. So then we have that automated, and let's just check. Yep, there's some coming in, and that should be going in. Reanimated SAM. Yes, it is. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got all of that going in. We've got reanimated SAM automatically being made. I will just put a load of the SAM in here, and there, just so I don't have it in my inventory. I could do the same with the quartz, although I think that's probably backed up now. How many is this doing? This is 240 per minute, and this is 22. Let's overclock this. So let's just put 3 power shards in and get the maximum. Yeah, that's better. And this one, 3 in, and there we go. I guess that's backed up as well. Yeah, it's all backed up. But that's okay. We're not too fussed about the rates of these, so as long as they're just constantly producing, that's all good. How are we doing on power? Doing okay. At the moment, obviously, we're not consuming much, but our max consumption is less than 1,000 megawatts away from production. So, right, let's zipline out of here. And yeah, we'll make a proper. We'll have Sam feeding into our supply chain and quartz into our supply chain at some point when we need that. But that is way down the line. Oh. Haven't had the power line going through a rock there. I don't think I could reach it. That's annoying. Iron Factory is looking cool. That's looking so cool. It looks so ominous. Right, so now, after
Squirrel!
Ling for quite a long time there, we can finally head back to Sulfur and put a dimensional depot there. I don't know if there's anything that you can turn sulfur into straight away, because it might be good to split it off. Black powder needs coal. Nothing that we've unlocked, so we'll head back here. Still haven't finished our iron factory, but I was getting a bit brain fuddled over that one, so if we have time today we'll go and do it, but otherwise we're going to try and focus on oil, which we haven't even found yet, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right, let's head to our head up here and head down to our sulfur. And we can relax. No spiders are going to get us out here now. I hope. I've said it now. Right, down here. And then if I just... Okay. And land. And we want a dimensional depot. We're missing the sand fluctuators, but we should now just be able to craft those because we've got everything going into a dimensional depot. So whenever we need a dimensional depot, obviously at some point we'll automate sand fluctuators, but we need a manufacturer for that. So let's build a dimensional depot. There we go, and the rest of that can just go in there. And we can get rid of this. At least they weren't the giant ones, that is very true. But we are hopefully today going to get explosive rebar, which when we do come across the giant ones will allow us to essentially shoot Nobelisk, I think it does. So it's like instead of just a little bullet, it will shoot a bullet that then explodes, and I'm fine with that, in all honesty. Put some of these in. Okay, that one's full, but that's fine. Okay. So that is sulfur done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head to the islands over here where there is oil, and we're going to make a little temporary setup that we can put in sulfur, we can put in coal, and and it will take the oil, automatically make it into plastic, rubber, and then with the other stuff it will combine to make into smokeless powder, and then we add in iron rods and it becomes explosive rebar. So it's going to be a case of it's going to be like the smokeless powder and explosive rebar is going to be interesting because yeah, we'll probably have that one on a separate system that only runs when we want it to, and none of this is going to be connected into fuel generation yet. A bit like a rocket launcher, yes. Yeah, that's a good example. Yeah, so coal and sulfur into black powder plus something goes into smokeless powder. So I can put that away. Don't need the leaves. Don't need that. Okay. I think we are good. How are we on Nobelisk? Let's take some black powder with us and then we can make some more Nobelisk. And that's right here. And we're good on iron rebar. There is going to be some scary mobs over there, so the more explosives we have, the better. Okay, and I think we've unlocked everything we need for that. We've got an oil extractor and a refinery. Yeah, we don't need that yet. We don't need that yet, so yeah, that's looking pretty good. And I think we'll head over to at least the beach in the Explorer. Or should we take our... Let's take our launcher. On the topic of rocket launchers, let's make a Clevprof launcher. So we're just going to be heading over here. And this is going to be interesting. We need to put this on. Right. We kind of overshot a fair bit. But I wonder if because there's oil there, oil there, oil there, oil there. I do wonder if we can just kind of carpet bomb everything. Nothing's loading in yet. We are very high above the world, so in just a moment, guys. There we go. Right, so can we carpet bomb all the creatures? That would be cool. Okay, are we seeing anything yet? I might just preemptively kind of throw one down there. Throw one over there. Throw one over there. And... seeing anything? There's gonna be something guarding this one, I know it. We are so high up. Nothing? Really? Now, in all transparency, I did come this way before to take a thumbnail, and I defeated a load of the mobs then. So maybe they just haven't respawned. I mean, let's just do a big explosion all around anyway. Cool. That makes our life a lot easier. Yeah, there was a load of things here that wanted to eat me before, but I had to take a thumbnail for the YouTube. So yeah, apologies that wasn't as exciting as expected. But yeah, it's a hard balanced strike because with going live on YouTube, I need a good thumbnail, and I have to kind of create the thumbnail ahead of time. So yeah, I kind of have to get to, like, I wanted to get to an area, and I don't know if you can see the thumbnail at the moment, but I did a kind of pose here. And obviously I had to kind of get here, and I went along the land and killed a load of stuff. So yeah, a bit behind the scenes of content creation there. Would have been cool to carpet bomb them. Right, so what are we going to do here? We're probably going to take this one and make it into our smokeless powder system. So let's go production, oil extractor. And I forgot we would need motors for this, so hopefully that's going to be okay. So we're just going to create a very temporary system on this beach here. So the first step is that we're going to need... Oh, we're going to need motors. We're going to need motors for all of this. Okay, that's annoying. And I think now we have to walk back, or at least zip line back. So yeah, we've got to grab our motor supply. Maybe we hook that up to a dimensional depot as well. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't think we'd need so many motors, and we don't yet have motors automated. We will have them in our iron factory eventually. But I was breaking my brain a little to do the iron factory. So we're just going to zip line back and hope that nothing eats us on the way. I guess we also need to get power over there, so... Like you. Oh, I forgot I didn't have my jetpack on. Right, there we go. Can feather it a bit here. Hey. Right. Nearly back. Excuse me. Thank you. Hey. Right, so we've got motors being made here. There's not too many, so let's dimensional depot it, which we're probably going to need some more things. Yep. Right. Make some more SAM fluctuators. There we go. And dimensional depot on the top there with a lift. Okay, so And then we'll just take some rotors and put some rotors in here. And where are the rest of our rotors? I think we were making rotors up here, so there should be a ton in here. Yes, let's just take all of that. And where were we making stators? Is that over at our tier 2 factory? I think it is. So then we can just put all of that in there. How are we doing on stators? Got a bit, let's... Wow, this is a definitely a squirrely stream, isn't it?
Squirrel!
So now we're going to go to our tier 2 factory, grab a load of stators. I hope they're not just going into a dimensional depot, and I hope we've got a stockpile over there. I can't remember how I did that. What are stators made from? Would it be over there? I think that would be over there. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to grab that, come back, put those in, and then we've got automated motors being made. And then we can grab a load of motors and go continue building our oil thing. Okay. I was so worried that that penguin dinosaur was going to mess up our flight then. And we want to put this on. We're heading to that bit right there at the bottom of the space elevator. Come on. Very close. Okay, where are we making stators? Here are the stators. Some of them are going into the automated wiring that is being stored and sunk. So there should be a ton of stators here. Oh. Is it? Okay. Well, there's 100. We can grab some of as they're coming off here. Do we need all of these? Because the stators are coming out very slowly. I was really hoping we'd have a stockpile of stators there. Maybe we up the production, but then that's going to mess up everything else. Because all of this is tied into these. Oh, but that's coming from the iron. Oh, I wasn't planning on that. Do we need the stators to just be coming off here first of all? And then going into storage, so it kind of splits them at the first point rather than at the fourth point? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So if we put them here, we try and line it up, and that goes up to there, and then we put a storage container we have this. I'm okay with that clipping for now. If we put a dimensional depot on the top. Okay, so now, when a stator comes through, it should be splitting, so half of them are going into storage, and then the rest go over here, and then if the storage backs up, then it hits the normal rate for here. So let's just watch that for a moment. Let's land on top here. So this stator goes this way, which goes immediately into the dimensional depot. So that's good. And then that one goes that way, and the next one should come this way again. Here it comes. Yes. Okay. So I'd say that's good. And yeah, everything else is working well over here. So how many have we got? I guess it doesn't matter how many we've got there, because we can get them all out in a moment when we head over to the other bit. Right, let's rocket ourselves back. We really are going all over the place today. Oh, let's check on our doggo. We don't see this one very much. Hello! Cranberry! Oh, you've got me some crystal oscillators. That's very helpful. Good doggo. Right. Let's call the elevator. This is the one that always takes a long time. And we get to speak to Elevator today because we haven't actually spoken to her yet. Her? Them? I think we established in a previous stream that Elevator uses they them pronouns, so yep. Are we going to speak to Elevator, I wonder?
Did you know elevators are considered very uplifting?
I was excited to speak to you, Elevator. Elevators are considered uplifting, guys. Did you know? I probably shouldn't jump in an elevator. Wait, oh, hang on. Can I fly in an elevator? I can fly in an elevator. Yes, this is really uplifting. Elevator. You've got to love your jokes. And right to the top. Okay, and then we can use our cannon to launch ourselves back home. Yes. We want to go back home. We don't want to go to our oil area. And we want to put this on. Okay. Right. Let's just fall here. Start to see everything come into view. And then we can put some more stators in here, and then we should just have motor production constantly. Oh, that was close. Right, so we can put some stators there, and let's take some more stators out. There we go. So all of those are going to be made into motors now, and yeah, motors are starting to back up. Hey, so let's just take 50 with us, and then anything else can come from the dimensional depot. And let's cannon ourselves back towards our oil area.
Squirrel!
We're very squirrely today. Right, I really hope the mobs haven't respawned. Because I'm not prepared for carpet bombing at the moment. Can we land on top of it, I wonder? Come on. Right here. Yeah. That's cool. Although we do need to be at the bottom, so... oh, and we need power this way. So let's work on getting some power here first of all. And up there. It's weird zip wiring towards something that hasn't yet been built. That's a little bit strange. Oh, I forgot we had the parachute on. Right, let's put that on. Can I can't reach that yet. As we're building new power lines, we will kind of be building this kind just because they look more industrial, and also they're easier to zip line across, so as they connect to each other. So we'll be doing this. So at some point we will need to kind of go and replace that big long line that goes all the way to our other factories. Okay. So we will have to look at the rates here just so we don't backlog everything. But because we're not using this for power yet, that shouldn't matter too much. So production refinery. We want to try and line it up if we can. Is that? Oh, I had it there. Go on. There. Okay, so this refinery. How do we make smokeless powder? We haven't unlocked it yet. So let's have a look in the MAM at how we unlock that. 50 plastic and some... I think we should have enough plastic, yes. So we can unlock that. And listen to what Ada has to say.
Research completed. Smokeless powder recipe unlocked. New sulfur research available for the development of high-end weaponry and ammunition.
Cool. So what do we have here? We've got, this is what we want today. And we need 200 smokeless powder to unlock that, so. And then there's the rifle. And a cluster obelisk. Okay. I've never played with the rifle before. Now, I do have a pipeline one. I think Mark 1 is fine for this. Right, we need to power this, so let's get some... put a power line, power pole here. And connect in to there. Right, and then this we want to make smokeless powder. Oh, so we need black powder heading into this. Interesting. So we need something that's going to make black powder, that's going to be an assembler. Okay. Maybe we just go like that and connect in. Can I make that nicer? Let's say that's good. So can this can make black powder, and this is where we put in the coal and the let's just have that. So then we need 2 storage containers going in, and we can do it at a bit of an angle. All of this is temporary, so this is now, so that's set to that, and then we take some coal out of here. That should be refilling, yep, and some sulfur out of here. Put some sulfur in there and put some coal in there. So this is going to be a very manual thing. And then we want to have, what does this make? Just smokeless powder. So we can just put that into a storage for now. Oh wait, hang on. Oh. Let's stop that. This needs heavy oil residue, so we need to make... Can we not make heavy oil residue yet? Heavy oil residue. Oh, it's made as a byproduct of plastic and rubber. Okay, so we'll have this one making plastic, and yeah, now we're going to have plastic going into here. So that's now going to make heavy oil residue, and that heavy oil residue can kind of just go. All of this is very rough. And this can then make smokeless powder. So hopefully heavy oil residue is going in there. Okay. And then we need to bring that output into there. So we can probably get rid of this. And put that somewhere else. Where's going to be the best place for that? Let's take this and let's have that turn around to there. So let's have a storage container here, which is the plastic output. Very wonky. But all of this is temporary. This is just to get us some basic plastic going. And then if we had the assembler like that, and then have them both like there. Just needed to sneeze, apologies about that. So can we line these up nicely? Good enough. So that can head into there, and that can head into there. This is our sulfur, this is our coal, and this is making black powder, and that black powder is then going to head into there. Oh, this doesn't have power. Neither does that one. So let's bring a power pole to here. That can connect into there. That can connect into there. It does mean that our plastic... So that's one set of plastic. I think because we're not constantly making... Yeah, we'll have to look at our flow for plastic and rubber. So that's now making smokeless powder, that's good. And that can come this way. There's a ton of smokeless powder. That's cool. And we can refill the coal. We should be able to refill the sulfur as well. So coal and sulfur. The rates really don't matter for this. Although maybe it would be, I guess because we're manually feeding, it doesn't matter as well. So that means our plastic is also going to be manually fed at the moment, unless we come up with a alternative solution. So that's making that. And while that's making that, we could sort out our other thing. Sort out plastic and rubber. So this is increasing slowly. What's our bottleneck? Nothing, it seems to be working. Obviously it's all manual feeding at the moment, so eventually we will have like all of this automated, we'll have like a sulfur factory and things, and yeah, it's all going to be really cool. So what I think we're going to do right now is we are going to take a bit of a break. If you are new here, I take a break about midway through the stream or once an hour, depending on how I'm feeling. This is a chance for me to refill my drink, take some time away from screens, and just kind of have a stretch, do what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on the BRB screen. We're not going to do words on stream today just because it's not inclusive to YouTube viewers, and I want to be as inclusive as I can. So yeah, we're going to put you on Be Right Back, and I'll be back in maybe 5 minutes. Actually what I could do is I can just leave put Satisfactory. Give me a second. If I do that, and then I do that, there we go. I'll put it on this, and you can watch as the Satisfactory factory works, and I'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back, and I have just noticed that we have hit 200 subscribers on YouTube. I only get notified of a subscription in my activity feed if you share your subscriptions publicly, which of course you're under no obligation to do. But yeah, if you have subscribed during the stream and you are enjoying the stream, thank you very much for subscribing. We've hit 200 subscribers, and yeah, that's quite a big achievement for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. I make Satisfactory and Minecraft content. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, and I post YouTube shorts, which are funny moments from my streams. So you can find me on there. You can also join my Discord, link in the description, or do !Discord in the Twitch chat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for getting me to 200 subscribers. Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay, we are back into Satisfactory, and we've just hit 200 smokeless powder, so that was very good timing. I am going to put some more coal and some more sulfur in. Any opportunity I get, I'm just going to continuously put coal and sulfur in here. So let's do that. Yeah, thank you, Fedo, for putting the Discord in the Twitch chat. Right, so we now have the smokeless powder. That's very good. Did we have a MAM here? Don't think so. Right, so now what we can do is put a MAM down, go to sulfur, and we need 200 iron rebar as well as these 200 smokeless powder. So we now need an equipment workshop. There we go. And we just need to make 200 iron rebar. So that's just a little bit of crafting. Should be relatively quick. Come on. We're on 160. 180. There we go. Okay, so now we should. What else do we need? Yep, we can start this research. And let's get explosive rebar. This is the first time I've ever done this in the game, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Had a little bit of a panic then because my foot pedal was showing that my mic was muted. So yeah, right. Let's do this now, and we'll see what Ada has to say.
Explosive rebar unlocked. Rebar ammo that explodes on impact. Suitable for removal of unwanted obstacles, creatures, or limbs.
Oh yes, because I have so many unwanted limbs, like my arm right now. It's not doing anything. It's completely useless. And yes, I definitely want to blow my leg off. Right, so now how do we make explosive rebar? So that is iron rebar, smokeless powder, and steel pipe. Okay, interesting. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little platform here. And then we can build some machines on this. I think that's a good start. We can probably just go along to here as well. Right. Okay, so we're going to be putting in iron rods manually as well. So let's have all of our manual inputs in the same place. We should probably label these so it doesn't get too confusing. Right, so this is going to... in fact, let's do that now while we remember. Is it architecture? Organisation? Yes, it's organisation. I just saw it. Right, I'd like it from on the top if possible, but... let's see what we can do here. Let's go square sign and have it that way. I guess that works. So then we could have another one here and another one here. So this is going to be coal. And this is going to be sulfur. Codin 2890, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for your support on my videos. You saw me singing Sugarcane, so that was a short that came out this morning on Minecraft. But welcome to the stream. This is a game called Satisfactory. It is a factory building game where you are put onto an alien planet and you have to extract resources from the world in order to make more resources, and then you make big factories with conveyor belts and lots of automation, a lot bigger than what you're seeing here. This is quite a small setup, but I can talk you through it in a moment. And so if you look over there, that is our iron factory. So you can see we've got it's massive. One of those machines just there is actually the same size as this machine here, and the aim of the game, it's a kind of it's a sandbox game, so you can do with it as you wish, but there is phases and you have to make different products through automation and conveyor belts and send them to that big thing in the sky up there, which is called the space elevator. So if you look in the top right of the screen, there are different objects that we have to make different quantities of, send them to the space elevator, and with each tier, each phase, it gets more and more complicated. There are trains, there are drones, there's tractors, there's lots of different ways of transporting things. You've got the very simple conveyor belt. You've got lots of different machines. You've got to power all of your machines. You've got different conveyor belts. You've got pipes. You can split your conveyor belts, merge your conveyor belts, label everything. You've got tractors, trucks. This is a car that you use. You can transport yourself via hypertube, which is kind of like one of those big suction tubes that you get. You've got jump pads, elevators. Here's all the kind of building stuff. Haven't unlocked everything yet. And here's some of the other bits and pieces that are useful. So at the moment we've just got to the oil phase. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I have to go eat dinner now, but thank you. No worries at all. You can watch what you want on the VOD. The VOD will be immediately up on YouTube at the end of the stream. And I do have a playlist on YouTube as well, so you can watch it from the very beginning. I only play this world on stream, but please go enjoy your dinner, and thank you for coming into the stream. Right, so we are going to now make... no, we don't want to make this into iron rods. We want to make iron rods into iron rebar. So, let's connect that, and let's bring some power over here. that. So we're going to want to put iron rods in here, like that. Let's put some more sulfur and coal. So sulfur goes in here, coal goes in here, and let's power this one. This is going to make iron rebar. We're not going to be using iron rebar anymore, which means we could actually just put the iron rebar that we've got there. And then, how do we make explosive rebar? Oh, that's 3 ingredients. Okay. We need a manufacturer for that. So we could craft it manually for now and have that go into a dimensional depot. Really cool to see someone from the shorts come to the stream. It is, it's really cool. Yeah. So we're making the iron rebar now. I wonder if we should have that automated somewhere else, because then we don't... Let's go back and let's have a look at how complicated it's going to be to unlock a manufacturer. I don't even know what phase that would be. So we need a hypercannon away from here. But yeah, if it's possible for us to unlock a manufacturer, even though we probably don't have the ingredients automated for it, then that would be helpful, and then we could have automatic explosive rebar. We'll just have to see. Right, so we'll zip line back. I didn't look up the recipe for explosive rebar before I started stream, so I didn't know that we would need a manufacturer. If you don't know what a manufacturer is, you've got a constructor which is takes one item and turns it into one item, one ingredient and turns it into one product. You've got an assembler that takes 2 ingredients and turns it into one product, and then you've got a manufacturer which takes up to 4 ingredients and turns it into a into one product. So with a manufacturer you could take 3 or 4 inputs, the recipes work for both, and then make the product. So because explosive rebar requires what does it require? It requires 3 ingredients. We need a manufacturer. So that's not a manufacturer there. There isn't one there. Industrial manufacturing, that's going to be it. So we need 200 motors, 200 modular frames, 400 plastic, and 1,000 cable. Let's see if we can do this. We've got some on us. Got some more plastic here, and we are making plastic now. Oh, we've got more stators here. That's cool. Let's definitely grab that. Do we have anything else? Cable shouldn't be a problem. Let's put that in, and yeah, let's put some more stators in here. Okay. We're going to be pretty close, especially if we take stuff out of the depot. Let's see how close we are there with motors. We'll need to go back for the plastic. Modular frames and cable we should have a ton of. Modular frames should be up here if I remember correctly. Obviously we kind of disconnected the power to this. Well, disconnected the inputs. Okay, so we need 200. That's nice and simple. And then cable is down here. And we need 1,000, so 3, 4, 5. I'll just grab a bit extra for other bits as we need it. So then we'll just have to go back and see if we've already made another 117 plastic. Right. There we go. So let's hypercannon there. And put this on. There we go. Now, we are going to probably have a proper plastic system at some point. Yeah, and big factories and things, and we'll need a fuel power plant and stuff at some point, so we'll just see what we've got so far. Yes! Cool. Let's grab 200 of that. And then we zipline back. So we'll be able to unlock a manufacturer, but I don't know what a manufacturer requires yet. So hopefully we'll have the ingredients to make one manufacturer. But yeah, we'll have to unlock it first and then see what we can do. Okay, back to ziplining. What wants to hurt me, I don't know. But we will just ignore that. What's the worst that can happen? They say. And I want to change to that. Right, so then we can kind of feather the fuel a little bit. So yeah, we're about to unlock something from tier 6. And that is strange because we haven't even finished tier 5 yet, so we're probably not too far off having trains, which is very exciting, but I do think we probably need a better... We'll definitely need rubber being made, and we'll need plastic being made. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Right, we are back here. And let's put this in. And ready to unlock industrial manufacturing. We're unlocking a lot today. Let's go. Hello again, Ada.
Reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of Project Assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Oh, thank you, Ada. Ada has confidence. Ada believes in me. We'll check our doggos again. You found anything? You found some spitter remains. Oh, plastic. Perfect. Okay, so now we have the manufacturer here. And we do have everything for at least one manufacturer, so that's good. Yep, we will fly back over there. If you're wondering why I had to fly back, it's because you can only do the upgrades at the hub here. And you can only have one hub per world because it's kind of your spawn point, so... Oh, no, I don't want berries. Want that, and then let's put that back in. Okay. Head down here. It's a good thing we made a big platform because we're going to need it for the manufacturer. Now, is smokeless powder useful for anything else? I genuinely don't know. smokeless powder. At the moment, only explosive rebar, and there's only 3 other things that it's useful for, so I'm not too fussed about like keeping that. We'll keep the storage. And then if we went like that, and we got another sign, and put that to what is it we need? We need steel pipes. Steel pipe. Okay. So then what we should be able to do, and I reckon that's going to be right in the way. So let's try and kind of get that as close as we can. And connect that into there. Connect that to there. So then let's get a manufacturer. And we want... Yep, I'd say that's good. And belt, can we go a bit straighter? I think curve is the nicest one there. And let's just lock that. That looks a little bit weird because it's going over that. So let's just dismantle that for a moment and have it go at a diagonal. Oh, maybe we just need to mine this. Clear this out. Can't believe we're at phase 3 and still having to mine limestone to clear stuff. Come on. There we go. So that can go like that. Let's take the output and we can put the smokeless powder in there. I would say that looks pretty good. So there's the smokeless powder. And that's going into there. And we want to be making explosive rebar, which means we just need the steel pipes coming in. And then let's just expand this a little bit. There we go. So we can have this line up there. I probably haven't built this on the world grid, which is going to be a bit annoying. In fact, yeah, that's the world grid. That means that everything else in our world would align with it. But we'll just have to remember, we know that this is temporary, so that can go there. We need to start feeding in steel pipes. And so steel pipe. Let's also grab some coal and some sulfur and some iron rods. Okay. Steel pipe. Sort this. Steel pipes. Rods. Sulfur. Coal. Hey, it's starting to look like a proper factory now. So that's going to then make explosive rebar, and we have our first explosive rebar coming in. So now we want to hook this up to a dimensional depot. Nope. And we need the things again. So let's just... I think we just need 6 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And let's go organization and dimensional depot. And right, so now we should have explosive rebar coming in. Perfect. Hey. So, just to recap, we have coal and sulfur going in here to make black powder. We have oil coming out of here and making plastic and heavy oil residue. The plastic gets stored here, and the heavy oil residue combines with the black powder to make smokeless powder. The smokeless powder heads into the manufacturer. That combines with steel pipes and iron rebar made from iron rods into the manufacturer and makes explosive rebar, which then goes into the dimensional depot. So we've got the explosive rebar part now, which is very exciting. I would like to try it out. So let's see if we can find a creature to try this out with. I imagine there's got to be something over here. That's iron. I imagine there's something over on that side somewhere. Yes. Okay. So we've got these. Ooh. Right, let's try. Whoa, that's cool. So, oh, he's seen me. Oh, does this not work? Did it die? Nope. Oh no. This might have backfired. Retreat, retreat. Run away. Let's get some more explosive rebar. Only got 7 so far. Does this not work like... Aha! Yes! Yeah! And can we grab it? Yeah, we can grab the remains. Cool! That's so cool. So it kind of works like iron rebar, but it's a bit more powerful and causes an explosion upon impact. Which probably means we can use it for clearing out foliage. We shouldn't. Haha! But that's cool. Right, let's do a restocking. Everything is still coming back in, so let's wait a moment. Right, so we've got... we do have plastic being made, but it would be nice to have a dedicated plastic chain. And there's some oil somewhere over here that we could use. So if we had, because we do need to make rubber as well. No, not a refinery. An oil extractor. And had that heading here. And then go into a refinery that way round. I'd like it to line up, which would be nice. Oh, go on. Do I need to go a bit further out? Yes, let's go there. Okay, so we can make plastic. Let's look at this recipe. Crude oil makes plastic and heavy oil residue. How much is it? Uses 30, and this would output 120. So we could have 4 in a row making it, and then that would make a ton of plastic, And the heavy oil residue, we could use... how do we get polymer resin? Maybe we just do 1 into plastic. Oh, but we need somewhere for the heavy oil residue to go. Oh wait, we can make it into fuel and then just have the fuel work. Yes. Okay. So that's our plan then. We're probably gonna... we need to build this somewhere. We'll just grab our chainsaw. We need to save our explosive rebar at the moment. So if we build it here, pick up all these leaves. This is going to be more like a proper factory, I reckon. So we are going to build it on foundations. And then obviously we can expand as we need to. So let's start with that as a base. We don't have much concrete on us, so we can probably get rid of that one, and that one, and build it aligned this way. Oh, we haven't actually unlocked the fuel generators yet. Okay. Let's get the basics going. Let's get a refinery. We're going to need enough for... this makes 120, right? Yes. We'll just work on the base at the moment. We don't need it overclocked or anything. And then a refinery. I know this isn't the final place. To make plastic. Uses 30, so we're going to need 4 refineries. Let's check that we've got enough materials for that. We do. Okay, so if we... let's put this on. Refinery. And let's have it on the thing. Let's push it there. So that's the first one. Oh, no, we don't want that one there. We want them right next to each other. That's 2. 3. And 4. So now we get our pipes. And we want to be splitting off. So we need junctions. How much can a Mark 1 pipe move? 300, yeah, that's fine. So we connect all of this up in a little grid. Like that, and then we can have that connected into there. Let's get some power going. Have a power pole. We can just bring it off of this one over here. Okay. So then that connects into there. And let's have some power poles going along. One there. And one there. Okay, so that should be getting some oil in. So then we're going to want to make plastic, 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 and plastic. Let's just look at that petroleum coke. Okay, that's actually going to be a lot easier. We are just going to make it into petroleum, the heavy oil residue into petroleum coke. We'll put some into a dimensional depot for whatever we need it for, and then the rest can just be sunk. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so now we can power all of these. Right. So if we have the pipes, let's expand this way just a little bit more. And go there. Right. So if we have pipes coming out, we could have them go quite close, and then we could have lifts for the plastic. So if we went there, say that's a good distance. Create another grid here. Okay. And then this can just go off in this direction into another refinery that would line up there. How much heavy oil residue? That's going to be 40. So then, perfect. 40 per minute. We need some power here. So let's just bring this across to there, and that can power that one. Right. So that's making petroleum coke at a rate of 120 per minute, which is cool. That can then go here. Like that. Okay, so then let's put in a organization. Let's just have a storage container off to the side. You never know when we might need it. I don't know what it's useful for. With if we go to that one, we want a splitter there. So that can then head into there. If we don't get a dimensional depot, we're probably going to have to make some more. Do we need to dimensional depot it? I think if we've only got 2 Mercer spheres, we should probably save dimensional depot for plastic and rubber. Yeah. And then, hang on, have we unlocked smart splitters yet? Organization, logistics. No. So then we can just have a awesome sink here. And power this like that, so then we can start to get some coupons from it. And then we just need to take the plastic output, so we want mergers go here. And if we then, how much is coming out of each one? 20. If we just went like that and had a line of mergers here, yeah, I think that's going to be good. Have them go this way, connect in there, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And is that? No, there's another one. Oh, hello! Hello, penguin dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the bottom ones. Okay, so we can get the lifts in. Like that, mark 1s between them. You're right where I want to build some conveyor belts. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, penguin dinosaur. Right, so then we can do this. And let's have an industrial storage container. Just because we'll probably need a lot of plastic going forward. And also it makes it so that we can put it into the top. And then we can we need to bring a line coming from here. So if we change the mode and I'd say that's pretty good, and then that can come and connect up here. So then all the plastic merges together. Look at all this plastic. And then a dimensional depot on top. Let's make some sand fluctuators. And then we've just got to do the same thing with rubber, and then I think we're done for the day. That's 10, or 11, but that's fine. Dimensional depot on the top. And now we should have plastic heading into there. Perfect. And I can just put some plastic in there. Cool. So it's coming from both sides. We should restock this one so it makes a load more stuff. So that's iron rod. I know steel pipes didn't fully restock. Coal and... where's sulfur? Did we pin sulfur? No. There we go, and then I can take sulfur out. Right, coal. Sulfur. Iron rods. And steel pipes. Cool. And then let's just see how our explosive rebar's coming along. Got 83, that's not bad. Plus 7 here. Yeah, we're gonna have plastic for days. And also, yeah, we're gonna have petroleum coke. Cool. Right, so then I think there's another oil over here. Oh, hang on. Oh, we can use this. Let's get our explosive rebar. And come on. Need to work on my aim here. Why does that not... Does it not explode? Go away, bees. Well, angry bees. I'll just do this. It's... Oi! Ah, hatches. Haha, clear the area. Okay. It'd be useful to know what the explosion works against and what it doesn't. So then we've got to do a similar thing here. Let's get a platform in. And that's on the world grid, so I think that's fine. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. That's our road material. There we go, that one. And I don't know how wide this needs to be yet. So let's get a oil extractor. And that looks aligned. Right, so refine. We need to make this a bit bigger. There we go. Right, refinery for rubber. And we want it back to there. Where does this line up to nicely? I'd say that's pretty good. So rubber, it uses 30 and this would produce 120, so another 4. I think. Yeah. So we can do it a bit like this. And there we go. Just expand the sides. We probably don't need that one there at the moment. Okay, so now put these centered to here. Obviously we can expand this if we need to, but I think for now this will be more than enough rubber and plastic. Right, so, and then that one goes into there. We need power here. Let's put a power cable there and have another one here and connect into there. Cool. So that's starting to extract the oil. And we are making exactly the same thing again. So put one there and one there. And connect, 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 connect. We now need to configure this to make rubber. Are they all making rubber already? Fantastic. I think because we middle clicked. I think that was a quality of life feature that they added quite recently. So we now need to expand this, and we had, I think it was along here. Okay, and a junction, and we'll probably go that way for this one. Okay, get all of this full of heavy oil residue, and then we need another refinery, so let's expand that. And there we go. So this we want to make petroleum coke. And we could just feed that over to there. Yeah, no point having two sinks when right, let's have this. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Okay. Let's just chainsaw this. Right. That goes there. So we'd need a merger. Can I fit a merger in here, I wonder? I doubt it. Ooh, that is a snug fit. How do I connect these up? No. Okay, so let's just get rid of this and this for now, and then let's put a merger there. Have that go that way, and then it goes into a splitter, and that goes into a storage on one side, like that, and a sink maybe here. Can that go down the side? No. So the sink kind of needs to go here. And sink. There we go. So that's now sinking and storing again, and then we can oh, we haven't powered this. There we go. That's going to make a load of petroleum coke. Okay, and then we just need to align here, and that can go into there. Okay. So now we just need to get the rubber out, and that should be it done. So So we need a merger heading that way. And there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And there we go. Oh, let's just dismantle that one. Now we need the lifty lift. Up you go in the lifty lift, and up you go in the lifty lift. Up you go. Connect up. Okay, and now if we put that there and went for a industrial storage container, that there, we have rubber being produced, and that heads up to there. Final craft of some fluctuators. We need 10 in total. Have a quick drink. There we go. And now, dimensional depot. So that should have rubber going in. Okay. And if I search rubber, we have rubber and plastic. Okay, so that is all very cool. We now have a infinite supply of plastic and rubber coming in here. Very basic setup to start with, but like I keep saying, we can expand over time. And we have explosive rebar, so let's do one final stock of that. Although I can see that the plastic is still making its way there. So let's grab rods, pipes, coal, sulfur. And it goes coal, sulfur, rods, and pipes. Cool. We have 84 explosive rebar on us. We have more being made. Bit of a lag spike there. And yeah, I'm sure we have a backlog of smokeless powder. Cool. Oh, I'm so happy with all of this. We have done what we wanted to today. Let's have a look at it from up here on the power tower, which is a fun sentence to say. Yep, that looks cool. So yeah, we are probably going to be ending it here today, guys. It's been about 2.5 hours. I did start a bit late, so yeah, about 2.5, I think. But yeah, I think we have set out what we wanted to do today. I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm going to need to go and get some dinner. But yeah, thank you very much to all of the support, to anyone engaging in chat, to anyone watching. Thank you. It really does help a lot. And thank you very much to whoever has subscribed. I can't see your names because your subscriptions are private on YouTube, which of course you are perfectly allowed to do. But thank you to whoever subscribed and helped us get to 200 subscribers. So yeah, if you are watching on Twitch, you can hit that follow button. We are very close to 50 followers on Twitch. Once we hit 50, we're allowed to have VIP, so I can VIP people, and it's the more people that follow, the more Twitch recommends my channel, and the more people want to watch. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like the stream. There is a button, just hit the thumbs up down below. While you're down there, if you're not already, please do hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out, and it doesn't cost you anything. But yeah, I also post vertical videos. I post them on YouTube Shorts, again another reason to subscribe, on Instagram and on TikTok, so please go follow me on all of those platforms on Instagram and TikTok. I'm also on Blue Sky. I don't use it too much at the moment, but I do plan on using it a lot more once my feed is a lot more set up and things, so you can follow me on Blue Sky. All of these links are linked down below, or do exclamation socials in the Twitch chat. Yeah, I also have a Discord. Again, all the links are there. You can join my Discord. It's got some general chat. It's got a meme chat. You're welcome to put any memes you want as long as they're family friendly in there. There is also a way to sign up so you get notified for when I upload a video on YouTube, or when I am live on everything. I think that's all of my platforms. You can follow me on Twitter as well if you really want to. But yeah, that is about it. Thank you guys so much for all of the support and everything today. And yeah, let's find someone to raid on Twitch. Let's have a look. And if I go here, there you go. Right, who is currently live on Twitch? If you want to join the raid, you're welcome to head on over to twitch.tv/Clevprof and join the raid. We'll see if there's anyone that I'm following that is live. Okay, we are going to... No one that I follow is playing Satisfactory. So we are going to send you on over to Kibitz, who has only looks like they've been up for for about an hour and a bit. They are playing Jump Space, which looks like a factory game. I don't know if they're family friendly or not, so bear that in mind. But yeah, let's start the raid, and you can head on over there now. And to the